I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Sex offenders are warned not to take part in Halloween festivities this evening, John Arking explains.
Flagler County Sheriff's deputies, along with probation and parole services, are making visits to the homes of registered sex offenders leading up to the Halloween to ensure that they're following all rules and restrictions related to the holiday. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
We started visiting our predators and sex offenders to remind them of what the requirements are for Halloween and that we expect them to follow them, and if not, we're going to arrest them. So our goal is to make sure that our kids have a safe and fun time on Halloween.
There are 25 registered sex offenders living in Flagler County that have specific sanctions stating they cannot hand out candy, decorate for the holiday, or leave their porch light on during Halloween. They must also be inside their home by 4:30 p.m. on Halloween Day and remain inside for the rest of the night. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
This portion of Flagler's Morning Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Save time, money, and stress. Daytona Beach International Airport, it's just plain easy.
Operation Booze and Don'ts tells us how to stay safe this Halloween. Tony Magoo has more.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office will have a speed enforcement detail on Halloween Day at high crash locations. This detail will focus on speeding and aggressive driving. Patrol units and bicycle patrols will also have an increased presence on residential neighborhood roads where kids are trick-or-treating. Joining us is Brittany Kershaw, Public Affairs Manager with the Flagler County Sheriff's Office.
Be on the lookout for little ones that may be running around from house to house, and also for just parents to be able to watch over their children, make sure that they're safe, that they bring a flashlight or a glow stick so that they can see in the dark, and that they just have a safety plan in order to know a meetup location in case they get separated.
Parents, supervise your kids at all times. Inspect all candy before letting your kids or you eat it. When in doubt, throw it out. And consider attending a trunk or treat community event near you.
Going to be a lot of people on residential roads and even on some of the main roads going to these trunk or treat events. So it's definitely a high traffic and high pedestrian day. So we just want people to be extra aware and to not be distracted.
Drivers, use your headlights even at dusk. Don't let kids ride unsecured in vehicles even when driving from house to house. And if you drink, don't drive. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
It only took one man to complain one time, and now nobody can watch the streaming coverage of the Flagler Beach City Council meetings.
Eddie Sierra, who is hearing impaired and lives in South Florida, sent an email to the Flagler Beach City officials suggesting that they do not have closed captioning on the video stream of their meetings. FlaglerLive.com reports that Sierra has a history of suing municipalities for not accommodating those with disabilities. Instead of facing a lawsuit from Sierra, the council took its meeting stream down. City Attorney Drew Smith told FlaglerLive.com that there is no law that says the city has to provide closed captioning. He told the website that since there is video, though, there should also be closed captioning. City officials said that the streaming of their meetings would eventually return to local TVs. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
Early voting is seeing record numbers in Flagler County this year. This is Flagler County Supervisor of Elections Katie Lenhart with an update.
Yeah, early voting has great turnout so far. We just passed our totals from 2014, so the last midterm that we had, our early voting has exceeded that. So we're looking at 14,600 early voters, and that's 31% turnout.
Early voting ends this Saturday, November 3rd. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Carroll.
Flagler County schools are sending help to a school district hard hit by Hurricane Michael. 3 Flagler County school buses are making their way to Bay County District schools, which are struggling to put kids back in the classroom. The buses will be on loan, and locally, Flagler school officials say it won't impact transportation here. They say the district will soon have 9 new buses, leaving high-mileage school buses for backup. But the buses aren't just showing up empty. The hope is they'll be filled with supplies collected by district employees and student groups. In Bay County, they need everything you can think of right now, from canned goods to cleaning supplies. The buses will be parked in the Winn-Dixie lot until 7 p.m. tonight when they'll depart for Bay County. Flagler County Vietnam veterans get the welcome home they deserved and never received. A lapel pin ceremony will be held on the main stage at Freedom Fest at the Flagler Executive Airport Saturday. Any active duty member of the U.S. Armed Forces who served between November 1, 1955 and May 16th of 1975 are invited to take part in the ceremony at 3 p.m. But Freedom Fest gets underway much earlier than that, and there's lots to see and do. Gates open at 10 a.m. The event is free. Opening ceremonies are happening at noon, complete with Warbirds Flyby Parade, the national anthem, and a skydiving American flag. You'll also get a chance to see a B-25 bomber flight demonstration, military formations, and the Flagler County Firefight helicopter bucket drop. At 2:30 p.m., they'll try to break the world record for flag waving. You'll also hear a number of tribute bands. The festival ends with fireworks at 8:45 p.m. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.